Hey guys, welcome to this No BS review, and in today's video, I'm going to be taking a look at Genio. This is a software by Suen Ogundele, and it's available on WarriorPlus. Now, normally I take you guys inside the members area, give you a tour, we do a quick demo, and then I give you my personal opinion about the product. Unfortunately, though, I am unable to log into my purchase, right? Let me just show you guys what I see. So when you purchase the product, you obviously get to the thank you page, right? And then you have to scroll down, and then you finally find the login button or the area where they give you your credentials to log in. So you get to this page, right? This is the page that you get to. So I looked at this and I thought, okay, well, this looks like a regular website. This is pretty interesting. Okay, what is this? So I decided to take a look. Okay, this is why you gotta watch my videos. Okay, I'm gonna show you some things that I do to determine whether or not the websites and things are legitimate. Okay, so I scroll down here and I'm looking at it. I'm like, okay, this looks pretty interesting. Okay, I'm looking at these testimonials here, but I don't see any pictures. Why aren't there any pictures, right? A little sus, right? Scroll down, and look at the very bottom. No privacy policy, no terms and conditions, no legal pages whatsoever. None, guys. This right here, not having that, is a major red flag. Okay, major red flags. And I thought, okay, well, let's take a look then. Let's try and log in because I had my credentials and decided, okay, let's go to the dashboard. Okay, nothing there. Let's go back to the home page. Okay, home page doesn't load, so let's reload it. Here's the home page. Let's go and take a look at this button right here. So I clicked on this one. Takes me to the login page. Great. Now I can finally log in, right? So I'm going to enter in my credentials, and lo and behold, nothing. A blank page. Okay, guys, a blank page. So I decided, okay, well, I use Chrome a lot. I keep other browsers on my computer, especially like Safari and Firefox and all that stuff. So I decided, you know what? I'm going to go try this in Safari because when I quit out of Safari, I clear out the cache anyway. So that way, I get a fresh browser window, right? So I came in here and I entered in the geniobuilder.com website here, and I decided I'm going to go log in. And when I try to log in, nothing. Okay, so this is where, if you guys are experiencing this, then open up a support desk ticket, okay? And hopefully the vendor will get back to you. I've had experiences trying to open up tickets with this vendor in the past. The first time I emailed him, he emailed me back. And then I emailed a reply and I never got anything back. Okay, so that goes to show you the kind of experience that I got. Okay. But what I want to do is the goal of this video, because I know his simps are going to come back and they're going to be like, well, you didn't do anything. This is fraud. This is blah, 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 blah. And, I'm going to get it in my comment section. It happens every once in a while. I want to give you guys the experience that I got. Okay. So this is the experience that I got. But, naturally, if you want to open up a support desk ticket and get that fixed, then go ahead and do that. And if you guys want to comment down below how long it took for you to get a response, then feel free to do so. That way people understand, the level of support they're going to get, because you're investing your hard-earned money in this. So, it should work the first time, right? You shouldn't have to jump through hoops just to get access to a product that you paid for. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is, though, we're gonna further investigate this, because I was like, okay, well, let's take a look further. Let's go back here. Back one, back two. So this should be the home page, and we're gonna reload. Here's the home page. So I thought, okay, what I'm gonna do here, let's investigate a little bit deeper, because how long has this product been around? Let's take a look. So the URL is geniobuilder.com. Here, let me drag this down right here. geniobuilder.com. All right. So I copied that and I went over to Whois and I dropped it in here. And here's the information about Genio Builder. All right. Registered on April of 2025, last month. Okay. So it's going to expire next year. So it'll be around next year unless they decide not to renew the domain, right? It was updated the next day. All right. So you can see some of the names here. You can see the organization is protected. Right here is where it's located. So all this information in here. Okay, guys. But the fact remains that this was registered last month. So, and close to the end of the month. So, how long do you think they've had to really test this? Probably not very long, right? Okay, so that's another thing that you gotta be aware of. So, another thing that I like to do is I like to go to the sales page copy and I like to highlight all of it and then copy it and paste it into ChatGPT and let ChatGPT parse through all this information because truth be told, I don't know how many of you guys go through all of this stuff. I mean, let me scroll through this page. Look at this. How many of you guys go through and read all of this? I'm willing to bet 99.99999% of you guys don't even bother, right? You read the email from the affiliate that sends you it, and you get all hyped up and you come here. You look at the sales page, you see that 12 seconds flat, fast, right? One-time fee. Oh my gosh, this is incredible. I need to have this. So you go ahead and you buy it, right? That's just the way that it goes. Okay, so that's why I like to copy the sales page copy, pop it into ChatGPT and let ChatGPT do all the heavy lifting. This is what I do with ChatGPT. I type in this prompt. Does this sound too good to be true? The following is a sales page copy for a software called Genio by Suen Ogundele that's available on the WarriorPlus platform. Then I go ahead and paste in all of that copy. Now, you guys, if you come to WarriorPlus, copy this prompt, change the name of the software, change the name of the vendor, and just use it every time. And let ChatGPT do all the heavy lifting for you, okay? So what do you think they're going to say? What do you think it's going to tell me? Okay, let's scroll down. And again, this is going to take a while, so it's going to scroll down as fast as I can until we get to the to ChatGPT's response. You see how long this is, right? And then here it is. All right, finally, right? Yes, the sales page for Genio sounds too good to be true, and it sets off multiple red flags commonly found in overhyped, low-quality product launches on platforms like WarriorPlus. Okay, here's why it's highly suspect. Over-the-top claims with no proof. Build real editable websites from voice in 12 seconds. Do you guys truly believe that is going to happen? Our users made $887.25 more with this free bonus. You can become a one-person agency instantly. These statements sound amazing, but they provide zero verifiable proof. There are no case studies, no real user reviews, and no legitimate tech demos to back them up. Of course there are none. This was registered last month, literally like a week and a half ago. All right, guys, there's no way that they can get all this stuff up in that amount of time. All right. Next, misleading tech comparisons. Powered by Gemini 2.5 Pro, the same AI brain Google gave its dev team. This is likely fabricated or grossly exaggerated. No Google-trained model like Gemini Pro is being licensed to random marketers on WarriorPlus for a $17 to $17 one-time payment. Of course not. You think that Google's gonna be like, hey man, hey, take this. Like, no way. All right, so next one. Urgency and scarcity abuse, fake countdown timers, repetitive CTAs, and lines like only 99 copies left or hurry price rises in. These tactics are used to manipulate impulse buying, not inform. A lot of these WarriorPlus sales pages, at least from the vendors that I review, they're into manipulating you, okay? Touching upon your pain points, your fear of missing out, your desire and your desperation to make money now. Okay, guys, so you're being manipulated. You're not being marketed to. There's a fine line between that, but when you come to WarriorPlus, again, this is my video, my opinion, guys, okay? Because I know a lot of people seem to get defensive. My video, my opinion. When you come to this platform, WarriorPlus, that there is a lot of manipulation going on, not a whole lot of marketing, okay? So just be aware. Do your due diligence, right? Watch videos that give you a differing point of view so you can make an informed decision. Just don't believe the email that you see or what you see on the sales page copy. Okay, guys? Next, massive value stacking. Claims of $9,964 in bonuses for a $17 product. Really, guys, right? This is classic Warrior Plus fluff. These inflated values are manufactured to create a false sense of opportunity. Do you realistically believe that they're going to give you $9,964 in bonuses for a $17 product? I mean, why not just sell the bonuses if they're worth that much more money, right? Why offer it? This is called bonus stacking. Bonus stacking, and you see this often in on online sales pages, especially like in WarriorPlus or JVZoo and stuff. They just add in a ton of these bonuses to give you a perceived sense of value. I used to be what I call a bonus shopper, meaning I would pick out a product and I'd be like, okay, this is cool. I want this product. But I would go and I check out reviews. I would look for the ones that gave me the most bonuses. Okay. So it worked. It worked on me, right? Because I was very naive and I was like, okay, well, if this guy's giving me $10,000 worth of bonuses and this one's only giving me, 500, well, I got to go with the 10,000. Never mind that when I purchased the product, I never even used those bonuses, right? They just sat there. I was naive. And I'm sure just like a lot of you guys, you come here and you think that you're getting tremendous value. And, it's just a lot of fluff, okay, guys? And once you go down that rabbit hole and you start paying $17 here or there, it all adds up. You may not think it's a big deal because it's $17, but think of it as dying a death by 1,000 paper cuts, right? So moving on. Unrealistic ease of use. No coding, no skills, no effort. Just talk and it's done. Really, right? Real AI tools, even cutting edge ones, still require refinement, logic structuring, and editing. The idea that a complete SaaS MVP or production ready site can be made in 12 seconds from a voice prompt is misleading at best. Absolutely. Cookie cutter marketing template. The sales page is a carbon copy of hundreds of past WarriorPlus launches. Inflated claims, dramatic copy, exaggerated testimonials, fake timers, bonuses, scarcity, all-in-one solution promises, and a one-time price, quote, about to disappear, unquote. Cookie cutter marketing template. And after a while, like when you take a look at sales page copy like I do on a regular basis, they all look the same. And I believe they all use the same vendor to produce that. Okay. Again, that's what I believe. My video, my opinion. Next, zero transparency, no live demo, no verifiable team behind the software, no technical explanation of how it works, no real screenshots, just vague descriptions. Guys, zero transparency. In short, Genio is most likely a rebranded version of a generic GPT or HTML generator script wrapped in AI buzzwords to cash in on current trends. We will never know because I have no way of getting access to the product. It's very unlikely it delivers anything close to what's promised, especially at the price point and with zero credible backing. Wow. And again, guys, this is coming from ChatGPT. If you don't know how ChatGPT works, OpenAI trains their AI model and they train it with data that they pull from the internet. Okay, this is how they train it in a nutshell. So this is not me talking. This is ChatGPT based off of data points that is pulled off the internet. Okay, guys. So if that's not enough to convince you guys, this is the vendor profile for Suen Ogundele, the vendor who's selling you this product, right? Right here, this is Genio. Okay. He's got over 100 plus sales. Let's take a look at his overall rating. Let's zoom in here. 2.0 out of 5 stars. Do you guys believe this is a good rating? Because I can tell you for a fact that if a vendor, whether they're online or a contractor or whoever they are, a restaurant, if they aren't 4 stars or higher, I'm not even considering them. I'm not even looking at them. I don't know what your guys' standards are, but most people who are shiny object seekers, they don't care, right? They just want the next fix, the next hit, right? And so people will buy this product. Over 100 people have done so so far. Okay. So that is the vendor profile. Now let's take a look at the WarriorPlus platform. This is Trustpilot, guys. I'm going to leave a link down in the description below to this page. Come here and check it out. Okay. If you can see right here, 280 reviews. And so far, 1.1 out of 5 stars. That's their rating. Okay. So come here, read the reviews. Okay. Read them. These are from real people sharing their experiences from the WarriorPlus platform. Okay. So just read them. If you don't believe me, believe them. These are real people. And what I found interesting though, in this profile, this review page for WarriorPlus, is that they actually started replying, because this Trustpilot review page went unclaimed for a long time. So you guys are making an impact, right? You're making an impact to the point where they're actually responding. So at this review, this is the last one, the last reply they had from WarriorPlus, okay? And let's take a look at it, because I want you guys to see what this person said. WarriorPlus is aiding and abetting scammers. They say they are only an advertising sales payment platform and take no responsibility. In a country with a proper legal system, that they will easily be found guilty for aiding and abetting criminal processes. First of all, the sales pages are totally misleading. The promises of support is close to non-existent, and you can forget about getting your money back. I have full documentation if anybody wants to see it. I've read this review in the past, and I've shouted out to Dirk here. If you want to post them, post them online, share them, right? Everybody wants to see it, and I'll even link to it if you want to. Now, here's their response from WarriorPlus, and WarriorPlus is doing the right thing here. Okay, they are replying to their customers, and they should, right? Whether it's a good review or a bad review, you gotta respond. And so, first of all, obviously, in a nutshell, they apologize for the experience. They want to make things right, and so they're urging Dirk to reach out to the support team. They're saying that they take vendor support compliance seriously and will take action against vendors who fail to comply with their policies. So I'd be interested to know if they've actually followed through with that. Okay. Next, as a thank you, they'd like to offer him a free 1-month trial to Profit Vault. Now, in all of their responses, they have referred to this free 1-month trial of Profit Vault. They're saying that it features some of the best products on WarriorPlus, plus exclusive courses and training. So my question to WarriorPlus is, what products are you putting in there? Are they the products that made you guys a lot of money? Or are they products that are from vendors who truly provide value? That is my question. I would love to have a free trial, 1-month trial to Profit Vault. I would love to do a review of it, okay? To give my personal opinion of Profit Vault. But just remember, guys, if you get a response like this, a free 1-month trial means that it's paid. So, be careful, right? After 1 month, you're going to be charged, right? So again, they're responding, which is good. They should be doing that. Now, here's a couple of ways that you guys can get relief. All right. I've mentioned this in the past, and I'm going to mention it here again. First of all, report fraud.ftc.gov. FTC, Federal Trade Commission. This is a United States government agency. Okay. Right here, report misconduct by technology platforms here. So if you feel like you got ripped off, if you feel like you're not getting supported, right, then come here. Click on this link right here. Enter in your comments. You can see right here. Enter in your comments. Tell them what happened, right? Obviously, don't put any sensitive info. And then you fill out all this information in here. You fill out as much or as little as you want, okay? It's up to you. Fill out that information and submit your report. This is the only way that you can make change, guys, okay? Posting on Trustpilot is a start, but if you're truly, want to make change, then you got to report it to the FTC, okay? And then what happens if you guys don't live in the United States? Well, you come here to econsumer.gov, okay? It's a project of the International Consumer Protection and Enforcement Network, and it's a partnership of more than 65 consumer protection agencies around the world. So you can go ahead and start your report that way as well. Again, provide as much or as little information as possible. This way, everyone knows, right? And then that way, hopefully some change will happen. So guys, again, shall we try and log in to Genio? All right, let's do it. Let's see here. Nothing. Okay, guys. So what is my final opinion about Genio? Well, number one, it's not working. Okay, I'm showing you my initial experience. Now, this is where I'm going to tell you guys, if you purchase this product, then you need to open up a support desk ticket. You need to go ahead and see if these guys can resolve the issue for you, okay? Make sure you do that. Go through the process. And then if they don't resolve it, then of course, if you want to get a refund, then go ahead and file for your refund. But be persistent, right? That's what I tell everyone that posts on my YouTube channel. When they post comments, you guys got to be persistent. If you opened up a PayPal dispute, you got to be persistent, okay? If you've purchased using your credit card, then go directly to your credit card's customer support team and see if you can work with them, okay? Don't fall for any of the stall tactics. Don't fall for any of the, hey, I'm going to give you all these extra bonuses for free, okay? If you want your money back, you got to get your money back. And then let that be a lesson to you to never buy products again. So obviously my final opinion is, well, I would not purchase this product, okay? I don't believe the claims that they make on the sales page. I analyzed everything, took a look at the vendor. The vendor's not rated high. The platform itself is not rated high, guys. So my personal opinion is I would stay away from this product. So I hope you found this video to be helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. I would greatly appreciate it. This is Ken Furukawa from kenfurukawa.com, and I'll see you guys in my next video.